Ask anybody about teens, Jewish or otherwise, and they'll tell you that teens will be involved in projects that are meaningful, that provide them the opportunity to roll up their sleeves and get involved. This service learning experience was begun by two congregations, Temple Emanuel of Greensboro, North Carolina, and Temple Sinai of North Miami Beach, Florida. Over the years, we've also partnered with other congregations, with Temple Emanuel of Winston-Salem, North Carolina, Temple Emanuel of Roanoke, Virginia, the American Hebrew Academy of Greensboro, North Carolina. The idea is to bring high school juniors and seniors on a work mitzvah experience that will help to solidify their identity as Jews and to give them more opportunities for Tikkun Olam, for the opportunity to change the world.
They are putting into action some of the central teachings of what it means to be Jewish, things that we've taught them over the year. Of course, the way that we bring it home is by having them come out and actually do it. We could sit and we could study about Hurricane Katrina, we could come up with a lesson plan and sit in a classroom and look at text. But I think that the text really is what they're experiencing themselves. And I think it's quite profound and quite powerful. I know that as they grow up, what it means to be Jewish is not just what they feel in their heart, but what they do with their hands and how they'll go out and make a difference in the world. Why New Orleans? I got to tell you, after Hurricane Katrina and after all the things that went down, we felt that it was important for this to be a place that we dedicated some time to, because it's an opportunity to really be involved on a much bigger level. This is a place where a lot of hurt took place. And I think that, you could still hear stories. 6.5 years later, people are still telling me about, who they lost during Katrina because they passed away, flooded, drowned, whatever it might be. You hear stories everywhere you go. I guess because I'm a rabbi, people tell me those stories.
Why do we do this? Why give up 4 days, a couple of days of school? Why get up early in the morning, come to the airport when you're still tired? Why get little sleep and work so hard throughout the course of a trip? The answer is that we hope to study Jewish ideas by doing them, by putting the deepest concepts of our religion and our history and our tradition into practice.
May we grow together as a group. May you protect us, O God, on our leaving and also bring us safely home.
On the first night of our experience in New Orleans, we went to the New Orleans Mission, where we helped to feed those who might otherwise not have dinner. It was our responsibility to set the tables, to help to make dinner, and then to clean up afterwards. But most importantly, what did we bring? We brought hope. We brought a message that there are those around the world, as well as those in your own community, that care. On our first full day in New Orleans, we went to environmentally sensitive wetlands. Our goal was to help to restore some of the damage that's taken place there over the course of many decades. When the students see this with their own eyes, when they help to work on this with their own hands, it's not like a theoretical debate over the environment. They really see what the problems are, and they're able to make a difference. Sure, it requires getting dirty, and it requires standing up to your hips in mud and muck. But you know at the end of the day that you're helping to do something that not only makes New Orleans a safer and better place, but also helps our entire planet. It's Tikkun Olam, the Jewish concept of repairing the world.
What we want to do is slow down the erosion of the bank of the lake take grasses from around here and maybe some from back there and plant them in the water so that as the waves come, the grasses slow the waves down, trap any sediments that might be stirred up in the water, and kind of at least slow down the erosion, but hopefully even build new land.
We use these to dig them up, and then we replanted them here. This was empty before we got here, and
we're quite proud of this.
Yeah.
We got water to our boots all the way up to here.
Hopefully, since these are here now, this land won't erode anymore, and actually more land will build up, and it'll end up looking like the grass we have over here.
Building homes in New Orleans doesn't necessarily take expertise. None of the students that we travel with have any background in construction. They may have known how to hammer a couple of nails. They may have even worked on some projects before. But in the course of a day, they knew exactly what they were supposed to do. This year, we work with Habitat for Humanity.
Today I have the students working on some siding, working inside the house. It's really great to have a lot of people come down because that way we can get really far ahead in a day. This house is about halfway through, so there's a lot of random side tasks, and hopefully today by the end of the day we'll have the house ready for inspection and everything and drywall on the inside.
All right, a prayer of gratitude. A prayer that, that the work that we do today, this holy and sacred work, will indeed be something that helps a family in their new home, helps our world. Shantianu together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'ehlianu b'kimanu v'hidyanu b'zman hazeh.
It's an extreme joy for me to know that these people, these kids have given up their time when they could be, playing videos on a computer or whatever, but they've given up their time to come out to help me and other people like me get a home. And through other organizations, I would never be able to own a home. But through the help with Habitat for Humanity and people like yourself and these young people back there working their hardest, and they haven't stopped yet. They took a little lunch, but they haven't stopped. It's a wonderful thing to do, and I think they should be commended.
I got hooked up with Habitat. They're offering us a house, so we took advantage of that. We get out and we help the community. Volunteers is the heart and soul of Habitat, and to have these kids come out, it's a blessing. You know, it's a blessing.
One of the beautiful things that we do whenever we work on a home is we take a few moments to sign our names on the interior walls. Inside, while the homeowners themselves may never get to see our signatures, we know that our blessings permeate the insides of their walls and imbue their entire home with blessing. It's possible to walk many of the streets of New Orleans and to see how they are coming back. The lower Ninth Ward was ground zero for the flooding of Hurricane Katrina. Most of the work there these days is being done by volunteers. Many of the people who own properties in the lower Ninth Ward 6.5 years later are still no closer to coming home than they were in the hours after the storm when their homes were washed away. But here's the problem. If you own a property in the lower Ninth Ward and you're living somewhere else, you may not have the resources to rebuild your property. If your lot has some weeds on it and begins to be overgrown, you can be fined $100 a day. If those fines add up, your property can be confiscated. So what did we do? We went into the lower Ninth Ward, armed with only rudimentary tools. We walked onto a field where the weeds had overgrown, and in the course of 2 hours we cleared that lot, saving the homeowners significant sums of money and perhaps helping them to avoid having their property confiscated.
You're doing a wonderful thing. It's a great service. It's a great service to the community. It's a great service to yourself and to your own awareness of what really happens to people under such terrible conditions. It's a great symbol of the idea, the fact that the young people still bear the burden of improving the lots of others, and they're doing it full force here. We applaud it greatly. Mazel tov.
Even though they're missing school and they're away from home and they're working hard and they're sleeping in uncomfortable beds and just really giving everything their all, I think they're getting an incredibly valuable lesson in life and how to treat others and treat the world that we live in that I hope they take with them, and they build from that a passion for doing social justice around the world when they are adults in careers of their own.
Honestly, I thought I was going to come so I'd have something to write about college papers, but it's so much more than that. It's not about, writing like what you did or how you did it. It's the actual effect that you leave with the community. Just generally making everything a better place.
I'm proud that we do this with teenagers because this is a time in their lives where things are very sticky. The things that they do right now, we're going to stick with them for the rest of their life. And I want them to always equate going out and helping the world with what it means to be Jewish.
Let's together. Kodesh l'chol.